Yeah, boy, your facial expression is my mood, definitely. It has been 2 months since I did a favorites video. I don't know what happened, but my June favorites, I knew this was gonna happen. Do you not know anything about personal space? Bully, but you're not really a small dog, you know? Yeah, maar Ali, come on, it's literally a black screen right now. Ooh. It's been 2 months since I did a favorites video. It just completely escaped me the month of June. So it's going to be June, July favorites. I'm going to be sharing 15 plants with you that have been the apple of my eye. I have been going through a little bit of drama lately with pests, and also kids are home. It's like holidays now. So it's been a bit chaotic. So I think that's why I completely missed doing that video. So today is going to be 15 plants. Usually I do 10, but it's going to be 15. So I'm going to try and not talk too much about them, but that's, you know, that's not going to be very easy. But anyway, it's a favorites video. It's supposed to be rambling and talking about them. If she wants to come back inside, direct her around. This is a wall here. Oh, she goes, every single time she goes outside with him, she starts barking. I don't know what it is. Anyway, I'm just going to get into it. These are not in any order whatsoever, because if I had to rank these, that would be even more difficult. Maybe I'll pick like what would be my favorite. That's too hard. That's too hard. No, you know what? I will end with, I do have one plant on here that is, I've only had for a week. I've actually not even shared the unboxing with you guys. That's going to be the video after this video. But it's just like, it's the apple of my eye. I just have to have it in this list. So I'll show you that one right at the end, because it's one that I've only had for like a week. But yeah, I don't know. I just had to add it. Just had to add it. But I'm going to start off with a plant that has been giving me, I mean, this one hasn't been difficult. I'll show you both of them. I'll show you both of them. I'm sitting in front of my cabinet because a lot of them are in my cabinet. And it's also nice, like lately I feel like all I've been doing is filming in the potting room or filming in the propagation room or whatever, just because it's always, I'm surrounded by my favorite plants here, but behind the camera is chaos of toys and dog's hair and cereal on the floor, and it's just, yeah, if you have kids and it's summer holidays, you know what I mean. And I'm back at work now. I'm no longer on leave, so it's just chaos. It's just chaos. So I'm going to start off with that one. Okay, I'm going to start off with showing you the first one that I got. However, it doesn't look the greatest. Please don't be dead. Like, please do not be dead. The roots that it had, they still look intact, but this is all that's left of the first Alocasia Black Velvet Pink that I got. Like I said, I don't know if you can see there, I can still see roots there, like the roots that it had, and they still look intact. But I don't know, this feels very wobbly. This was going to give me a new leaf, but I obviously fiddled with it and it's aborted that leaf now. I can, however, feel a point in there, but I'm not going to touch it too much. Yeah, this one's been a bit of a drama queen, but obviously I got this at my Botanica and I got this in the morning and it went through a whole day of being rummaged around in a bag. Yeah, going through a lot, just a lot of stress, and then also coming home with me and just a lot of stress, So I don't blame it for freaking out, because it was beautiful when I first got it. I'll pop in a picture. It was stunning and had beautiful, beautiful leaves. It was definitely the prettiest one on the table because I got it. I was there early to film. I got it before the doors even opened. It was a very, very pretty one, but yeah. Unfortunately, this is what it looks like. However, my last plant market, the rare plant market in Eindhoven, I did go ahead and get another one, like a backup. And this one is doing so much better, but I should have waited because this one, sellers at this rare plant market, obviously it's a smaller plant market, so I feel like the smaller the sellers, like the booths or the growers or whatever you call them, the more they pay attention to their plants and like really care for them. And I saw this one, I saw the mix that it's in. It looks like a very, very nice DIY mix or whatever it is. I can see bark in there, activated charcoal. I can see vermiculite, perlite. It just, yeah, it looks really, really good and healthy. Oh, there's a bug on here. That's a good bug. Yeah, I do have good bugs in my cabinet at the moment because of the thrips and the spider mites and all that. Just everything. This one has not aborted any of its leaves since I got it. So yeah, but this one is so, so pretty. This one was more, this was literally double the price. I think I paid 30 for this one, and for this one I paid 60, but it's not aborted any of its leaves and it's doing a lot better. So yeah, that's that leaf. That one is also very pretty here. But it's also got a lot of roots there. I think here, where did I see it? Yeah, that root there, that's new, and this one here as well. So it's already giving me new root growth, which is just amazing. So yeah, I've been loving this one. I've been watching it like a hawk. It feels and looks very healthy and stable, and I think it's going to be okay. It's just, yeah. Obviously the ones, like I got this one at Harmony Plants and they had a lot of plants like in bulk and they were like all in trays and everything like that. And as soon as you get that, you can, you know, your plants do tend to stress a little bit more. Plus it was quite a big event. They obviously went through a lot of like transport to there, then transport around the events the whole day and then coming home with me. Yeah, it was a lot. And this one, I definitely was a little bit more careful with it because me and the black velvet, we've had issues in the past. I actually have one like right here. I'll quickly show you. This was one that I got from my work that I'm trying to grow in stratum because I want to put it into pon. I don't see any new leaves, but it seems to be fun. It's giving me a new baby leaf here, but there's actually two in there. Yeah, the regular one and I never used to have an issue with it. I don't know what it is. I'm having problems with alocasia lately. I really am. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like I just saw a juicy root. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Yeah, just the last month, I have lost 3 alocasia. I'm actually thinking about doing another like plants I'm struggling with video because, wow. I mean, look, I love alocasia. I really do. And this is actually the only alocasia on this list. That's what I mean with having a hard time with them. It's just, I love them to bits. I really do. But 3 alocasia in the last month, and 2 of them were quite recent purchases. Like the one I actually lost a week after I unboxed it. And the other one I had that one for about a month and I lost it. So yeah, the only alocasia on the list, but it's one of my favorite plants. So I had to have this in a favorites list. I'm going to put it back in the cabinet as I'm going. Okay, the next plant on the list, like I said, this is in no particular order. This is also a plant I got at My Botanica. This is the Hoya sulawesiana. This was a wish list Hoya. I think I got this one for about 22 euros. It was definitely one that I went to My Botanica intending to find this one. And I saw them at quite a lot of booths. And it seems to be doing very well because I can already see new root growth. Some of you guys were panicking saying I shouldn't have put it in such a big pot because it was like in quite a small pot. I can already see there's new roots there. And this leaf here, like check out how big it is. That's new. I think it had a tendril that came up to maybe around about like here. So it has pushed out. This tendril is very like firm. I think this is definitely one that's going to appreciate a trellis. But yeah, it was starting to give me 2 new leaves. It had aborted the one, but then it gave me this big one. Like it's a very, very pretty one. Look how shiny that is. This is living very, very close to the grow light. I do have to water this quite frequently. Oh, I just noticed there is another root down here. It seems to be doing well. I was also a little bit worried that I put it in too big of a pot, but I knew I was going to be putting it quite close to my cabinet, close to the grow light in my cabinet, so I knew it would be fine. I think there might be a new growth point activating. There's actually 2 in here, so these 2 leaves here is one, and then these 2 leaves here with this is another one. So that one has not done anything. No, it's not activated anything either. So I guess we'll have to see what that one does, but this one, the one with this new leaf, does look like it's going to activate another growth point, but yeah. I'm just obsessed with that new leaf. It's so long. It's huge. And yeah, it's living like right at the top, very close to the grow light. But the fact that I've only had this since my Botanica, that was in May, that was in the 24th of May. Yeah, of course I had to make the June, July list. Next up on the list is an Anthurium. I actually mustn't blow too much because there are good bugs. Yeah, those are good bugs. There are, how many Anthurium do I have on here? 1, 2, 3, 5. I've got 5 Anthurium on this list. So this is one that I got from my work. This is an Anthurium that I do not know the ID of. It just came in a mixed tray. And this one stood out straight away because it's very, I mean, that's a new leaf. I got it actually for this leaf. It's very dark. The veining is very, I don't know, different than what I'd seen before, but it's a very, very dark leaf. And it's given me this new leaf. And it's also, I don't know if it's like picking up at like the edges and it's got like a dark brown tinge to it. I don't know, it looks, at first I thought, okay, maybe this is just a mixed tray of crystallinums because that's usually what they are. It's either crystallinum or silver blush, but with the silver blush you can see it quite quickly. But I don't know, this one looked very different compared to all of the other ones. So yeah, I'll never know the ID of this one, but it just spoke to me. And that new leaf is so, so pretty. It was in a teeny tiny pot, and I did straight away put it in quite a big pot, but I can already see some new roots there. But that's all I can see so far, but it's also actively growing. I think this leaf was still, it wasn't fully hardened off when I brought it home. And I think this one was starting to really push out. And it's still, no, it's still quite soft. It's still quite soft. But yeah, I love that new leaf. I think it's so, so pretty. So pretty. So yes, I had to make the list. It's been a little bit on the slow side, but obviously putting it in a bigger pot, that's normal. It might need some time. But it definitely is quite a fast grower. It does make me think, like, is it a crystallinum? I don't know. If you guys have any guesses, leave them in the comments. But it just stood out to me. There's a good bug on me. Go on the leaf. Oh, you bugger. Oh, you bugger. They're all over my hand. That's probably going to creep some people out. Can you see them crawling around my hand? I'm just going to give it a shake in my cabinet, and yeah. I thought my good books were not really working anymore because I've had them for a while and I need like a new batch to replace them. But there was a baggie leaning up against that one, and as you could see, I just gave my hand like a shake, and I could already see them crawling on some of the plants. They're bigger than I thought they would be. And I thought it would creep me out more, but it doesn't, just like knowing that they're getting rid of all of the irritating bugs. Okay, this is going to be difficult. Maybe I'll show you this one first, if I can get it in frame. But there's actually 2 plants on this list that are Mitch's plants. And I'm going to be very careful because there is a little... Where did the sachet go? Is it? Ah, never mind. I just picked up a plant and all of the good bugs are crawling on me. Yeah, they're bigger than I thought they would be. But they're obviously, it's nighttime, so they're active more now. But yeah, I actually have this one. I will show the other one. But the Anthurium warocqueanum, this is the regular one. I have a dark form, but I'm going to like class them together. This is Mitch's one. This one is living in his Millsbo wide cabinet, and I feel like this leaf hasn't even fully hardened off yet, and it's already giving a new leaf there. Look at how beautiful that is. It's so pretty. I feel like they're going to be all over me as well. No, I'm just going to hold it there. The sachet is here, so I feel like they're all over me. I don't mind, actually. I really don't mind. I'm just going to see. Yeah, they're definitely crawling on there. Wow. Oh, that leaf is so beautiful. There's just something about the warocqueanum, isn't it? There's no surprise why this is like one of the most popular houseplants out there. It's just, it never really went through a period of like phasing out. It's just always been popular. But yeah, that new leaf is going to be stunning. I really wonder how big it's going to be. But it's been exploding in Mitch's cabinet. I actually used to have one and we got it at the same time, and mine didn't grow at half the rate that his did. I think he's just got better conditions in his cabinet. I don't know. I have noticed that with some plants, putting them in there. Actually, funny enough, I asked Mitch if he wanted the Alocasia cuprea because I had enough for that plant. Like, it was just being too dramatic. It's given a new leaf, and all the leaves, not all of them, but that new leaf is facing up and looking really, really good. So I think that one does just require a higher amount. But then again, the mother grow lights are not that super, super strong, and it's quite low. So I don't know. And maybe it's just like the cabinets and the extra humidity and the warmth. Maybe it's that, because I do notice that Mitch's cabinet does hold humidity and it stays warm for longer. But anyway, this one's been exploding. It's been doing so well. It does have very, very nice roots. I don't want to rattle that little baggie around. You can see there's a nice new fresh root. So yeah, that is his beautiful warocqueanum. I'm going to put it back very carefully because of that new leaf. I also asked him to bring it over, so if there is any like damage, it's not my fault. And then my one, how am I going to get this out? Very, very careful. Okay, and then there's my one, which is suffering from a little bit of damage, unfortunately. Yeah, I did have thrips. Obviously, these baggies, they have been doing their job. I recently potted this one up. I think I did it with you guys in a plant chores video. Actually, I think that was quite a while ago. It does look like it's got more roots on the outside compared to the other one. I mean, yeah, we've had that one for longer, but this is the warocqueanum dark form, and this leaf, you can see like it definitely is darker. It's also a little bit wider, but you can see it's a little bit damaged. I can see there's good bugs crawling on here, and it's fine, but it's just, yeah, if it was unfurling, that leaf. Lexi, what are you doing? Any mounts? Obviously, you can see also his stem is a lot thicker and a lot longer. Mine is quite short, so it's obviously more juvenile, but I feel like it is sizing up quite nicely. This leaf, it is unfortunate about that little, but look how dark it is. So yeah, the two warocqueanums had to make the list. It's just, I remember being on the fence about getting this Anthurium because I'd seen so many things online of people panicking about this one and it being a bit hard and difficult and dramatic, but oh, Lexi, she's literally right behind the tripod and she just farted. That's stinky. She's giving me a look. But yeah, the two warocqueanums had to make the list. Stunning. But I put it back carefully. I had to take this one out for the leaf, but this one is also on the list. And it is one, a little Hoya and endauensis. I think that's the right way of saying it. But yeah, it's grown so much. It's living, yeah, you guys saw, it's living like quite close to the grow light. I do have to water this quite frequently because it's quite close to the grow light, but it's become one of my easiest. I remember when I first got it, it did give me a little bit of grief. I had to propagate it and start over. And I think there's 1, 2, 4. No, there's 4 cuttings in here now, and they're all doing really, really well. It's going to turn into quite a nice, cute little, I'm going to keep on propagating it. I want to get like a nice, big trailing one going, but this is definitely a very, very vigorous grower. And those new leaves are so pretty and dainty. It's so cute. There's like little ruffles. I just think it's adorable. So yeah, as soon as I potted it up and I put it close to the grow light, I'm just checking that there's no bugs on me. It probably is, but it doesn't matter. I did just have a shower. Anyway, yeah, it's just been growing very, very well. It's also been rooting very nicely. You can see lots of nice roots there. Yeah, it seems to be quite a vigorous grower now, not giving me a lot of grief. So I do have to water it quite frequently. Some of you guys have told me that this can be a little bit of a finicky one when it comes to watering. So I have definitely taken that on my plate and put that in the back of my mind because I don't want to lose this one. Like I think this, was this on my official wish list? I don't know, but I feel like every Hoya that I get is wish list. I never get plants that I'm like, okay. No, there are some plants where it just speaks to me in the moment when I'm there. Definitely. We're all a victim of that. But this is one that I definitely wanted. I actually wanted this one just for the blooms. And I saw like the crinkliness, but it's only really when you have it in person that you just appreciate how cute and dainty it is. So yeah, had to make a list. I'm forgetting. Oh, that was close. I nearly dropped it. I'm forgetting to cross off the plants here. Okay, let's mix it up. I'm going all over the place here, but there's no order to my madness. This one is looking a little bit floppy. Check at this here. Yeah, I did just recently water this. It's been, we've had a couple of days where it's been really, really rainy and overcast and then like really hot. It's weird. So I've had to water my plants on the south facing window a little bit more. So yeah, I've given it a good water. But this is the Stapelia that we propagated together. I also recently did a Instagram post about this one. This was one that's Firefly in the Room, Svetlana, she gifted me a cutting. This has become one of my favorite plants. I think it's so cool. I don't know if you're going to be able to see. Oh, you can see those juicy roots. It's got such juicy roots. You guys saw, I did it with you guys. I do most of my plant chores with you guys. So yeah, you guys saw I was very nervous to propagate this. I was very nervous to propagate this because I had tried before and I lost those cuttings, but none of them rotted. I needed to stick it a little bit deeper into the ground like I did in that video, and it worked because the growth has been amazing. There's like new branches, is that what new legs, new arms? I don't know. It's just everywhere. Like, look how full this is. It's just, yeah. I recently watered it, so it does actually feel a little bit thin, but I also gave it a little bit of a shower because this one is very fuzzy. I love it. I absolutely love it. So you can't really see straight away when it's dusty. And on my south-facing window, my plants, especially now, they get so dusty. So I shower them off quite frequently, but I didn't notice this one was quite bad. So I gave it a bit of a shower. I did it with some other plants that I'll show you guys just now that are also on this list because they were very dusty. But yeah, I love this plant, love this. This will probably be in my favorites video every single month because it's a very fast grower. For a succulent, it is very fast. Like, just look at those cute little legs here. Little shoot there. It's so cute. Well, cute, it's becoming quite a beefy plant. I love it. I cannot wait for this one to bloom. I'm going back and forth. I don't remember which variety this is. Maybe I'll message Svetlana and ask her, because I have another one that looks very similar, but the difference is with the other one is that the new growth looks purple. With this one, it doesn't look purple. So I don't know which one it is. But either way, the flowers are beautiful. I think Stapelia flowers are just stunning. So yeah, it's so cool. So cool. A little different from, the aroids. I love my succulents. And then let's do a philodendron. Okay, no, I'm gonna get this one. This is not one that I'm going to be able to bring down. I'm actually gonna tilt up the tripod so I can try and show you because it's right above me. Do you see the beast? It's huge. The Monstera constellation. I feel like that's also a plant that could be on my favorites list every single month. I talk about the Monstera type constellation quite a lot actually. But yeah, it's living up there. I'm actually also very soon going to be doing a collection like walkthrough because that's also been quite a while, and I've been moving plants around a lot because they're getting bigger and it's just like space wise I kind of have to see. And with the Monstera type constellation I had to move that one up there, and the main reason for actually putting it up there is because one, it's got more room up there, but because it grows like it kind of crawls sort of, it's perfect for up there. But what I've also done is I've got the SANSI grow lights above me. They were 15-watt ones, but the one light that's facing this corner, I put a 32 bulb light in there from SANSI because it was getting that bulb in the corner that it used to live in. And because all the leaves were actually turning upwards, they were all facing upwards in that corner because of that grow light. So I thought, okay, it obviously lacks that grow light. And I also did it because I kind of wanted this plant to slow down in growth a little bit because it's one of my biggest plants, if not the biggest plant. No, it's not. It's not the biggest, but anyway, I needed to try and get it to slow down in growth because it's not what I expected. My battery's going to die. Bear with. There we go. Yeah, I was saying I'm trying to get the growth to slow down on that one, so I decided to give it... Lexi's having a good scratch. How she's not hitting the tripod is really quite impressive. She's getting quite hot. I keep on going off topic, but anyway, yeah, I just wanted to get that one to slow down, because what I had been told by the Monstera type constellation is that that's a very slow grower, but that's not the case in my home. Definitely not. It's actually one of my care guide for that plant is one of my most popular videos on YouTube. So yeah, it's not a slow grower for me. It's definitely not. So I've been trying to like test and see. I put it in that spot, I gave it that grow light, and it's already pushing a new leaf, and it looks like it's going to be huge. It's got quite a lot of variegation in it, like sectoral variegation, which does make me a little bit nervous because that usually does tend to brown, but that's not been the case with the Monstera type constellation with me, so fingers crossed it stays that way. But yeah, that leaf is going to really, I mean, it's huge. It's just so stunning. So stunning. I can't wait. Like, I can't wait. It's definitely growing towards light. It really, really lacks that SANSI. Is it 32 or 34? I always get them mixed up. Was it 36? I don't know. It's one of the strong ones. It's definitely one of the very strong ones. I thought it would irritate me because it's like the one off one big one compared to the 15-watt ones. Lexi, Zoot, can you call her? Can you call her?
Come here, Lexi.
She had her nose right. Oh, she needs to poo. It's very distracting filming with like Lexi and Mitch here. It's hard. It's hard. Yeah, anyway, it doesn't seem to be slowing down. So I think it's just that light that it absolutely loves. But then at the same time, I'm kind of like, well, if I can keep it up there and it can grow nicely, why not? So I'm going to see. It's obviously also growing season now, so you know. But it's nice that all of the leaves have turned now. They were all facing up and now they're facing like forward. So it's also a nice display. I feel like I can also appreciate that plant more because in the windowsill it was taking up that entire corner. I couldn't really put a lot of other plants there unless they were like shade or like low light plants, but I don't have a lot of them. So yeah, it was just a little bit of a struggle to try and find that one, you know, a spot that I think it's going to be happy in, but I think it's definitely happy there, definitely happy there. So yeah, I've just been obsessed. But I've had, I think I got the Monstera type constellation for my birthday last year, so I've had it over a year now, and it's just been, it's been a statement in my home. It's just so stunning, so easy. It's just, yeah, I absolutely love that plant. And I might as well bring it on to another variegated Monstera, and that's this beauty here. This is the Monstera albo, the cutting that I won at the Plant Lovers event. I went to that, when was that? Was that in October? I think it was in October. And yeah, it was just 3 leaves. So it was the 3 bottom leaves. So it's given me 1, 2, 3. It's given me 4 leaves since then. I did, like it was just a cutting. It was just a top cut. And I went ahead and put it in, oh my word, there's like mushrooms growing in here. There's actual mushrooms going in here. They're like fungal going on here. It seems to like it though. Oh my word, there's like fungal everywhere. That's going to be okay. Can you see that? Do you see the mushrooms in there? I can smell them. I thought it's a bad smell. That's so funny. I've never had that before. It's obviously, I mean, it's rooting very nicely. Very nicely. I've never seen that before. Like it's everywhere in the pot. You see all that white? That's all like, it looks almost like mold, but it's not. It's like growing something. It's very, very weird. It's not like larvae from some type of pest. I've not seen pests on this plant since I've gotten it. It's a very easy one in that department. Actually, I always look at the back of this plant. I feel like on a Monstera, the back of the plant is usually where you see the pests first. You'll see them there first, 100%. And yeah, this plant has not had pests since I've had it. Or has it? Or am I getting it confused with the Thai constellation? Oh my word, I don't know. But yeah, this was not a plant that I would have necessarily gone out and bought myself just because I already had the Thai constellation. And this one is very more like scattered with its variegation, whereas the Thai constellation is more stable. But this one is actually the marble version, so the albo marble or whatever. Because yeah, I mean, it's obvious, you know, it's very, very marbly. Like, very marbly. The newest leaf, just look how pretty that is. It's still quite, I feel like, it actually still feels like a little bit soft, but I mean, it's stunning. Beautiful. So yeah, it lived on the north facing window. Like I said, I see the back of it, but I'm not mad about it because you can see the variegation as well. Oh no, wherever I go outside, it's such a nice view inside of this plant. It's so pretty. I do have some parts here that are starting to brown. It's just, yeah, the parts that are like pure white. That's why I said it makes me a little bit nervous with the Thai constellation, but it's not really done it that much. But this is the oldest leaf down here. And the other bits, I do have some weird markings on this one that looks thrip-esque. However, that could also be burning. I don't know, it seems to be healthy. I just have it on this pole here. It's done a very good job of attaching itself. I'm just, yeah, I'm like redirecting the roots back into the pot. I don't necessarily want to give a Monstera a moss pole just because they have such juicy, thick roots that I feel like I've seen, like my mom has a Monstera albo. I did it with you guys, the extension of that one, the roots in that pole, the plastic started to like bulge. I think it does eventually get to a point where I don't feel like it actually needs it. Like, I don't know, I feel like the Monstera albo, I don't want this one to size up in leaves like too much. Like if this becomes the size of like the big Monstera that I used to have, that's going to become an issue. And I'm quite happy. It seems to be very, very happy growing this way. So, you know, it's less maintenance. So why not? Why not? It's just for support. It seems to be happy. It's doing well. That fungal thing is very, very weird. There's mushrooms growing in there. Like I said, oh, there's a spider. It's like a daddy long leg spider, but I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I'll put you back in there. You good. You good, you good, you good. You eat the bugs. But yeah, there's nothing more to say. Like, it's just, look at it. There's no surprise that this is on the list. No surprise. It's just been one of my easiest parts. It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. It does make me wonder, this isn't on my favorites list, but there is a plant. Oh wait, no, that's the video after this. No, I'm not going to tell you guys. No. You guys will see which extra Monstera that I've added to my Monstera collection. I don't have a very big Monstera collection. I think it's literally just those two. What else do I have? Monstera. Oh, I have an Adansonio and Sultipicana as well, but I think that's it. I don't have a lot of Monsteras. No, Escalado. That one's also really been fighting for its life with thrips, but anyway, yeah, there's another Monstera that I've added to my collection, but you guys will see that in the next video that I unbox it in that one. So I'll talk about that in the future, but I'm quite intrigued to watch that one grow. It's not one that I would have necessarily wanted to add to my collection. I'm already saying too much, but it's, I don't know. There's something about it. It's very, very different. That's for sure. Okay, let's do a Hoya. This one. This was one that I think I had to rehab with you guys in one of my like Hoya videos. But this is my first ever. I have a couple of different varieties now of the Hoya callistophylla. And yeah, this one's been a very, very slow one, very, very dramatic until I put it in the soil mix from Cibotanica. The Hoya soil words, it's not time. The Hoya soil mix from Cibotanica is my holy grail right now with Hoyas. They have been my savior. I absolutely love that mix. I would highly recommend if you can get your hands on it. Highly recommend. I always have them linked in the description. In the beginning of my video, I also have something new I'm going to be doing is adding a QR code for my link tree. It brings you onto that page, and on there are all of my discount codes, links. Yeah, you can check it out there. I am, however, at the moment battling with root mealies on my south-facing window. I have been finding them in almost all of my Hoyas, which is definitely an issue. But yeah, I'm hoping I can get rid of them naturally. But it gave me this leaf. Like, look how big that is. Yeah, I think it was the beginning of June that it gave me this leaf, and it's already grown all of this. Like, it's been growing like a beast. It's got new leaves, 2 new leaves on the way there. It's just, yeah. It's definitely, the other callistophyllas that I have are definitely, well, that's a new leaf as well. Definitely different varieties. Just, I can tell by just like touching the leaf, they have different like textures and different thickness of the leaf. I have no idea what the other varieties are. No idea. This one is also a nice, big, beefy leaf. But it's just that leaf. Like, look at it compared to my hand. It's so big. It's so stunning. And yeah, it's become, since I potted it into this, it's just been going absolutely insane because it was just a couple of leaves for quite a long time. And I think the first leaf that it gave me was like this one down here, but it was tiny and a little bit deformed. And I think, oh yeah, I can see, I repotted it. Yes, that's right. I repotted it with that mix. It then gave me this leaf, which is a lot bigger. And then it also did a thing here. Oh wait, no. Yeah, it then tendrilled for a while and then it started popping out all of these leaves. So yeah. The new leaves also, oh, there's another one there as well. There's 3 here. There's new leaves. Oh, so pretty. Oh, so pretty. There's another new leaf down here. Can't really show you, but this here, that's a new leaf. Yeah, this one does it quite a lot where it will like tendril and then all of a sudden, because this one down here, like right down here is also quite new. It just popped that one out very randomly. So yeah, obviously adjusting to the soil mix, it seems to really like it. But yeah, these are the root mealies. You see them there? Buggers, absolute buggers. Oh yeah, you can see them quite bad as well. It doesn't seem to slow this plant down. Actually, with a lot of my Hoyas, it's not really slowing them down. But I obviously need to get rid of them, you know. They are a pest that can be a pain. I also love this combination with like the gold. However, this trellis is very wobbly in this pot. It's not a very good one. It was just a really cheap one, I think. But I love the combination with the pot and the gold. I just wish I could get it to stay in there properly. I don't know. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Definitely like the original, the first ever callistophylla is definitely my favorite. All the other different varieties are just like bonuses that I've picked up along the way, but the original one with that big new leaf. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, I'm trying to go like not have too many of the same genuses at the same time. Ooh. This one I'm on the fence about. So this one could be like the favorite, but like I said, it's very hard. But I feel like now that I'm going to be talking about this one, I think I am going to say that this is my favorite of June, July. And that is, why are there two baggies on here? Okay, Mitch obviously really wants to protect this plant. There's like two baggies. I mean, you can, like the bigger the plant, the more baggies you have to hang on it. But he obviously really wants to protect this one. But this one is probably our favorite plant in our whole collection. So would you say this is your favorite plant? Because you put two baggies on here. Top 3, what's your others? The warocqueanum, okay, what's the other one? Oh, the Delta Force, yeah, okay. Yeah, that one's got quite bad thrips at the moment. Oh, you're splendid. Okay. I would say this one is a favorite. Man. Oh, just look at it. No, you don't. You repot them way too much. I can see roots, but it's not root bound. So yeah, this one is my favorite of June, July, definitely. The Anthurium Michelle. It sizes up very, very quickly. It's quite a fast grower. Again, this is living in Mitch's cabinet, and I don't know what it is with that cabinet. It's just magic. And maybe it's just, ooh. Okay, there's a lot of, yeah, there's two baggies on here. So there's a lot of good bugs on here, but he does have thrips in his cabinet right now, so he does have quite a couple of baggies. But the more you put on a plant, the more you're going to protect them. You can see them. I want to try and show you. Oh, they're everywhere. Can you see them crawling around on the pot? Do you see them? Yeah, you can. Oh, do you see them? They're quite big. Yeah, these are for thrips, the good bugs. So yeah. They're doing wonders at the moment. This one doesn't have thrips, but there are other plants that I've seen juvenile thrips on again, so I think I do need to do a new treatment. But that leaf is stunning. It gave us, yeah, I don't know what it is, but the leaves of the Michelle, they're just so perfect. Like, look at that. I think, yeah, was that the last leaf? Yeah, that was the last leaf. That was the first leaf it gave us in our care. This little one here was the first one it had. It did lose the first ever leaf that it had. But yeah, then it gave us that one. Then it gave us that one. And now it's given us this stunner. It's just beautiful. It's stunning. So stunning. So yeah, I would say for me, this is definitely my favorite. I mean, this was a wish list Anthurium for me. And even though it does live in Mitch's cabinet still, I don't see it that way. I'm going to put it back there. Oh, it's so stunning. Just look at it. It's just a perfection. The definition of perfection. It's very satisfying seeing those bugs at work. Very satisfying. So yeah, that one is definitely for me my favorite of June, July. Mitch says he's on the fence about it. He's got like a top 3. He can't really pick a favorite, but I always like to pick a favorite in these lists. This one. So I got this at this is the variegated silver sword. I got this at my first ever plant market that I went to. I also filmed that. I mean, yeah, I film a lot of stuff, but this one, I was very surprised when I found it. This was not on my radar, honestly, because this was a plant that I never thought that I was going to get my hands on just because of the price, because it's so expensive. And I would never, like, a philodendron, I don't feel like spending a lot of money on that, just because I feel like they grow so quickly. So I don't really understand why they're so expensive. But anyway, the variegated ones, that's obviously a different story. But this variegated silver sword was only 25 euros. I mean, obviously it's grown quite a lot since I've gotten it. I think it was maybe around about here, like maybe here. Was that leaf? I think this leaf was unfurling when I got it. So it's given me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a very fast grower, I need to put another clip there. It did unfortunately give me a leaf here that's not variegated. But the next leaf is. It's very, very pretty. But I love the silveriness of this plant. So variegated or not, I still love it. But the variegation, I think I would have the regular one if I didn't have the variegated one. I bought this from Plants and Cuttings by Chris. The way that he grows his plants, he doesn't like put them in extra humidity or like any special conditions, his plants. So I feel like his plants have like acclimated and are just a little bit hardier compared to other growers that, you know, grow them in cabinets or high humidity areas. They will shock more if you bring them into your home. And he did explain, like the last time I went to the rare plant market, he was also saying, like I was saying, your plants always look so, so good. And he was explaining that, oh, you're dusty. It's right in front of the window as well. Honestly, this plant does get quite a lot of wind and direct. I need to give this a shower as well. But yeah, he was explaining how he doesn't grow them in any special type of conditions. So they are quite hardy plants, and that's definitely been the case. Like I brought it home and it did not miss a beat. It did lose one leaf, but that's because my daughter knocked it over. So that's nothing to do with the plant itself. And you can see here, there was another leaf like down here. You can see the gap here. So yeah, but that was my daughter's fault. That's fine. Yeah, I think it was definitely wasn't feeling this one when I brought it home because it's slightly like smaller and it's a little bit deformed here. But the next leaf was this one, did not miss a beat. It's just, yeah, I love the variegation. It doesn't have to be super variegated either. I quite like that. It's still coming in a bit, so you can hardly see it. But you can see the next leaf is already there as well. And this one, the leaves don't get stuck, whereas the regular one that we used to have, the leaves just kept on getting stuck. And that's not been the case with this one. I'm going to show you guys the roots. I definitely need to pin it. I've got it on one of these, like, biodegradable poles. It's not very stable in there though, but it has rooted very nicely. It did have quite a small root system for the size plant, but didn't seem to mind that. And yeah, it's one of my easiest plants. It's a bit wobbly. I need to put another clip on there to attach it. Yeah, again, not one that I necessarily want to size up. I just like the foliage. It doesn't need to get bigger. I am a little bit nervous about if this plant gets too big and I have to propagate it, because I have heard that this one, the regular silver sword, I'm struggling to propagate that one. Like the water propagations have almost all died. So I'm a little bit nervous. Like I hope that doesn't happen with this either. But right now I'm just enjoying it for what it is because it's beautiful. This was a wish list Hoya of mine. This was one that Nariza went to go and get for me at a garden center in the Netherlands. What was the garden center's name? The Bosrand. The Bosrand in Oostgeest. I think that's the right way of saying it. Yeah. They had specially ordered this one for me because they showed us a list and I said this was a wish list Hoya, like I really wanted this one. Apparently the globulosa and the villosa or whatever, that they're the same or whatever, I don't know. I've seen the globulosa has like longer leaves. I don't know. There's so many different varieties. But yeah, like I cannot believe how much this plant has grown. It's grown so, so much. This is one of the latest leaves. It's still hardening off, but look at the size of that. It's so big and it's so fuzzy. It's honestly looking slightly, like not bad, but a little bit bleached. You can see a little bit at the top. Because yeah, it's living on my south-facing window and it's summer now, so the sun is very, very high, and sometimes this plant does get like direct sun. I have this like privacy film on our window here. I have no blinds or anything like that. Now with the sun being so high in the sky, direct sun does hit this plant sometimes, and you can, I don't know, I feel like you can tell like at the top it's a little bit more bleached, like just a little bit. So I am trying to be careful with that because I have had to move some Hoyas because they burnt, like completely burnt. Like I said, have also been struggling with, what is that? Oh, that's a dead mealy. Yeah, I have been struggling with mealy bugs, but I do use like preventative measures with the mealies because I have a lot of Hoyas and most of them are all in the same area. So if one gets it, it can very, very easily spread. So yeah, I've been watching them like a hawk, but I mean, oh, just look at that. pot. It's grown so much. It's a very, very fast grower. And I did also water this just before filming. Because again, when it's like a fuzzy leaf plant, I find it very difficult to see if it's dusty or not. Oh, this one's also quite bad with the root mealies. You see them? Any tips with root mealies, let me know, because I feel like the only way you can really get rid of them is if you completely start over your plant and you repot the thing. But I don't know, I refuse to believe that. I'm going to try and find a different way to get rid of them. It doesn't, again, like I said, it doesn't seem to slow these plants down. They're still growing like crazy. I've had to, this one has probably gone round twice now. Actually, no. No, it's because there's 3 in here. I thought it had gone down more. No, it hasn't. It's only making its way... Oh, wait, no. That one is... My cabinet just switched off. Wait. It's 9 o'clock. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. I always switch off at 9 o'clock. I forgot what I was saying. But anyway, it's a very, very fast grower. It doesn't seem to mind the mealies. It's only the only pest that I really struggle with on Hoyas. Like... there was one plant that I did find thrips on last year. I think that was a Hoya australis lisa, but that's fine. Like, I've never seen thrips again on Hoyas. It's just the damn mealies. It's the damn mealies. But I do want to, I think I'm going to have to film the Hoya Care Day video that I want to do in like segments. I don't think I'm going to be able to do all in one go because I have a lot of stuff to do. There are some Hoyas that took a real beating from mealies and I'm going to have to start over with. So yeah, I've been watching them like a hawk because they can spread like wildfire. It's amazing how fast they can spread. I also have succulents there and cacti. And mealies also love them. So they got lots of food there, but they need to go. They need to go. But yeah, Hoya villosa, stunning. And that was the last Hoya on my list. Okay, this one is one that I'm not going to be able to bring down and show you because it's very, very big. And even if I could bring it down, it's giving me 2 new leaves. So there are multiple plants in this pot. I think there's 3 in total, maybe 4. But that's the Anthurium wendlingeri. And yeah, one of my favorite plants, definitely going to be in my top 10 favorite plants of 2025. That's a wish list plant that I got at the beginning of this year from Downtown Plant Club. And it did take a while to give me its first leaf, and I think the first leaf it also gave me was deformed, but it went from a teeny tiny pot, I think it was like a 10 centimeter pot, to a 30 centimeter pot. So it did have quite a big upsize. It doesn't really seem to mind that, but obviously that does mean that it was going to take a little bit longer to give me, you know, new growth. It has also been battling thrips, so it does also have baggies on it. Yeah, like I said, I am struggling with the pests at the moment, but I'm not, it's not going to send me into like a burnout or anything because I feel like I am going to be on top of it with like the new pest treatments and everything that I'm doing with good bugs and all of that. So yeah, it seems to be happy now. The treatment is, the good bugs are helping because as soon as I added those baggies, it started exploding in growth. It's given me 2 new flowers. They haven't started to curl like the wendlingeri does. It's obviously not mature enough for it to do. It's only really when the plant is like mature and big that it will start to do that. But it has given me 2 flowers. It has given me 1 new leaf. It gave me 2 leaves that were deformed, so I did have to cut them off. They were very, very weird, but that was because of the thrips. And now it's giving me 2 new leaves, and they look like perfection. They're doing really, really well. I could watch them grow. They're just so pretty. I love the pendant anthuriums. Love the way that it grows. Adore it. And then the last 2. Oh yeah, the last one is an anthurium, but that's the one that I only have for a week. So I'll, like I said, leave that one to the end. But then I have another philodendron on this list, and that's the stunner. So this is the Philodendron gigas. And I made a video about this one, which I think that was the first video that I did after I became an affiliate with Plantscraper. And it did take a while. I have been told that the gigas it's one that you got to be patient with. It's one that you got to let it, you know, slowly take its time, but it has been growing a lot faster than I thought it would. I can give you guys a little bit of an update. I'm going to make a specific update video on this because I'm probably going to be transferring some other climbing plants onto these moss poles because this is the fastest result that I've ever had. You can see all of those juicy roots in there. It has, the nodes at the bottom have not really like attached. I think they will eventually, but the top ones here, they've definitely gone for it. Like they're going insane. And the latest leaf here, it looks like it's gonna be a big one. I might need to spray it a little bit because it's been in the sheath for a while. I hope it doesn't get like stuck because I can already see a new leaf pushing out there. So yeah, I'll just give it like a little bit of a spray of water. Unfortunately, there is a leaf here that was a little bit damaged, but the leaves that it gave me, this one here as well, I mean, it's not bad, but yeah, it got a little bit stuck. But that was actually once I started noticing that it started attaching. You can see another juicy one there. It started attaching itself to the pole. It obviously was putting its energy into that, and that's when the leaves were coming out a little bit bad, but I still think it looks very, very good. I love how compact this plant stays. It's definitely been a lot easier than the Milano crassum, and yeah, I can't wait for that new leaf. Can't wait. So I'm very, very happy with this one. And the roots, I was a little bit nervous because it didn't have a huge root system, and I did straight away put it in this big pot. But because it's with an anchor, like I'm working with the, like, look, there's like an anchor system here with the moss pole. This whole thing, like the drip system, just the whole setup, I absolutely love it. But yeah, I was a bit nervous because it didn't have a huge root system, and I was putting it into quite a big pot. But it does not seem to mind at all. I obviously also did it at a very good time because, you know, at the beginning of the growing season. But yeah, amazing, absolutely amazing. Just loves it. But yeah, I've been loving this one. This one lives on the north-facing window. It does get morning sun. Doesn't seem to mind it. It does unfortunately have a bit here that's missing. That's my daughter. She is quite the little terror when it comes to my plants, that's for sure. And then the last one. This is one that I've only had this one for a week. And you guys are going to be seeing the unboxing video after this one. But that is this little baby. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm checking for roots. Like, I mean, I literally unboxed it and potted it up last week. But that's this one. It's the Anthurium peltigerum. Peltigerum, yeah. It's so pretty. Yeah, that's the latest leaf. This leaf here is also very, very pretty. I just love the texture of this plant. This one still feels like a tiny bit soft. I don't know, it's so different than what you would think like Anthurium to be. It's very, very different, and I really like it. I put it in the aroid mix from Planspectrum. I really, really like it. One thing I noticed very different about this mix, I guess I can give you guys, like I said in that video, I mean, yeah, you guys are going to see that I'm going to give you like an update because I put all of those plants that I unboxed in the aroid mix from Planspectrum. And I'm going to then give you guys an update later on how those plants are doing because it's my first time testing it out with so many plants. I have done it with like 1 or 2 plants, but it's my first time. I think it was my first time with Anthurium. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I will be giving you an update, but I guess you guys can have like a mini update now that I've noticed that there's a good bug crawling around on there. I've noticed that the condensation is, with most mixes, I notice it's mainly at the bottom and it's mainly only like in one area. But with this one, I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera, but it's very nice and like spread out, condensation. If that makes sense. Like, does that make sense? I don't know. I don't know. It's very nice and like even, like, you know, I don't know. It's very weird, but I love this Anthurium. I cannot wait to watch this one grow. I look at this plant a couple of times a day. I'm very intrigued to watch this one grow. I obviously potted it up to, like, what it didn't have a very big root system, so I'm not surprised at this one for a couple of weeks, maybe a month or two, that it won't give me any new growth because I potted it up. But I'm okay with that. It's still cute, it's still perfect, and it still made the list. So yeah, had to put that one in. Living right here, getting prime spot right at the front. Yeah, there's some other new plants in here as well. We'll see. But yeah, again, that will be the next video for you guys. But I wanted to get this up before the end of July. But before my mic falls out, that is going to be it. Let me just double check. Yes, I've got all of them. So those are my 25 and 25. It's nighttime. It's 10 past 9 now, so I need to wrap it up. My brain is starting to go into sleep mode. Those were my 15 favorite plants of July 2025. It's definitely, I thought there would be a lot more Alocasia on there, if I'm being honest. Maybe I'll address that in another video, but I've been struggling with them lately. I've been really, really struggling. I feel like my Alocasia videos are mainly just me rehabbing or restarting an Alocasia, or I don't know. Hopefully with the new Spider Farmer plant stand that I have upstairs, I'm gonna be trying something different with my Alocasia because they are not happy at the moment, and I have a lot. I mean, I have a lot of like baby ones, and there is one new one that I got that seems to be doing quite well. But I don't know, they've just lately been very, very dramatic for me. I don't know what it is. Mitch says it's because I'm I'm being a helicopter parent with them, because I do. Like, I look at them so often. I think that I'm still overwatering them. I run a humidifier here. It's been raining a lot lately. Honestly, the mix that they're in, the mix that they're in, they could probably go 2 weeks without watering, and I'm not used to that. Especially the ones in pond as well. Like, I sometimes don't have to add water to the reservoir for like 3 weeks just because the humidity is so high. And I'm just not used to that. So I think I'm definitely over loving them. I think that's the issue that I'm having. But I'll maybe address that into another video. I've just been appreciating the Hoya and the Anthurium genus a little bit more the last 2 months. Even with all of the pests. Like, you know, that's part of it. I've just accepted it. I'm just trying to find new ways to battle them. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, subscribe, come along, join my jungle story. I post 2 new videos a week. It might be a little bit random, a little bit all over the place the next month or so because of school holidays and all of that, but I do still really, really try. I will of course keep you guys up to date. Follow me on Instagram if you want more like frequent updates. I post stories on there. If there's like any changes in my uploading, I will post it in my community tab, but I'll also post it on Instagram. If you watch this video all the way to the end, leave a little, I wonder if there's a mealybug. Is there a mealybug emoji? I don't know. I want to do something different. I feel like I always do the same. No, I've done that recently, but anyway, leave a dog emoji. Yeah, leave a dog emoji. It lets me know that you watched all the way to the end, and if you did, thank you so, so much. I really, really do appreciate it. I know I sound like a broken record. I say it every time, but I do appreciate it. It does really support my channel, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.